Thousands of excited passengers gathered at the cruise terminal in Galveston, Texas. They were ready to board Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Seas, a magnificent Oasis-class vessel and one of the largest passenger ships in the world. Capable of accommodating nearly 6,800 guests and over 2,000 crew members, this massive ship was fully prepared for a 7-night voyage through the warm, inviting waters of the Western Caribbean. For most travelers, this was supposed to be a flawless autumn getaway. The ship offered endless entertainment, from towering water slides to Broadway-style shows, and the planned itinerary promised beautiful tropical shores. Setting sail on October 6, 2024, the ship's original route included 3 exciting ports of call. First, Roatán in Honduras, known for its beautiful beaches and clear waters. Then Costa in Mexico, offering a mix of local culture and seaside attractions. And finally, Cozumel, also in Mexico, famous for its snorkeling and diving spots. Each stop was planned to give passengers a unique experience along the way. However, nature had a different plan. As the ship dropped its mooring lines and began navigating south through the Gulf of Mexico, a powerful tropical system was rapidly organizing. Within a matter of days, this system would explode into Hurricane Milton, a historic and devastating cyclone that would fundamentally alter the course of the voyage. Cruising during the Atlantic hurricane season requires constant vigilance. While the skies over Galveston were clear upon departure, meteorologists at Royal Caribbean's headquarters were already closely tracking the developing depression. Forecast models quickly indicated that Milton was not going to be an ordinary storm. It was intensifying at an unprecedented rate, drawing energy from the unusually warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. The storm's projected path showed it moving directly eastward toward the Florida Peninsula, effectively blocking the northern and central Gulf. Although the Harmony of the Seas was not sailing directly into the storm's eye, hurricanes of Milton's magnitude affect colossal areas of the ocean. A Category 5 hurricane can generate massive swells and gale-force winds hundreds of miles away from its center. As Milton's wind field expanded, marine conditions across the entire region began to deteriorate rapidly. Reports indicated that wave heights in the Gulf were reaching 20 feet, accompanied by fierce, unpredictable crosswinds. Modern cruise ships are engineering marvels, designed to withstand extreme weather. The Harmony of the Seas is over 1,188 feet long and weighs more than 226,000 gross tons, giving it immense stability. However, cruise lines operate on a strict principle. Ships avoid storms. They do not fight them. The captain, in constant communication with the chief meteorologist on land, recognized that sticking to the original itinerary would compromise passenger safety and comfort. The first major decision was the cancellation of the scheduled stop in Roatán, Honduras. The route to reach the island would have taken the ship too close to Milton's expanding zone of influence. Initially, the crew hoped to substitute the missed port with an extended stay in Costa, but as the hurricane grew larger and its outer bands whipped across the Yucatan Peninsula, Costa was also deemed unsafe. The captain made the necessary announcement to the passengers. The ship would alter its course, abandoning the southern ports to seek safer, deeper waters away from the hurricane's fury. Despite the successful evasion of the storm's core, the passengers on board undoubtedly felt the wrath of the Gulf of Mexico. As the Harmony of the Seas navigated through the outer fringes of the weather system, the normally calm ocean turned volatile. Enormous ocean swells relentlessly pushed against the ship's hull. Even with the deployment of the ship's state-of-the-art underwater stabilizers, the vessel experienced significant pitching and rolling. To ensure the absolute safety of everyone on board, the crew initiated heavy weather protocols. All outer decks were temporarily closed to passengers. The whipping winds and sea spray made walking outside hazardous. Furthermore, the ship's massive swimming pools were completely drained. This is a standard safety measure to prevent thousands of gallons of water from dangerously sloshing over the edges as the ship rocks. Inside the giant vessel, the atmosphere shifted. Corridors were quieter as many passengers retreated to their cabins to manage motion sickness. The ship's crew distributed motion sickness bags along the stairwells to help guests cope with the relentless movement of the ocean. Despite the challenging external conditions, the crew of the Harmony of the Seas worked diligently to maintain a positive vacation experience. Since guests were confined to the interior of the ship, the entertainment staff quickly pivoted. They organized additional indoor activities, trivia games, and impromptu performances along the Royal Promenade. The restaurants, bars, and indoor theaters remained fully operational, providing a safe and comfortable haven from the raging weather outside. Meanwhile, on the bridge, the navigational team was executing a complex dance with the storm. The ship frequently adjusted its speed and heading, sometimes sailing in wide circles or actively seeking calmer pockets of water, prioritizing a smooth ride over forward progress. After several days of intense navigation and unexpected days at sea, the weather finally began to break. Hurricane Milton accelerated eastward, leaving calmer waters in its wake. The Harmony of the Seas was ultimately able to safely dock at its final scheduled port of Cozumel, Mexico. For the passengers, stepping off the ship onto solid ground provided a welcome relief and a brief opportunity to enjoy the tropical sunshine they had originally sought. To compensate for the significantly altered itinerary and the missed ports of call, Royal Caribbean issued passengers an onboard credit equivalent to 1 day's value of their cruise fare. When the massive ship finally returned to the terminal in Galveston, it marked the end of a highly unusual voyage. The passengers did not get the relaxing beach vacation they had planned, but they experienced something far more profound. The journey of the Harmony of the Seas during Hurricane Milton stands as a testament to the unpredictable nature of the ocean. More importantly, it highlights the incredible capabilities of modern maritime technology and the unwavering commitment of cruise ship captains to prioritize human life above all else, successfully keeping thousands of people safe in the shadow of a historic storm. Hurricane Milton was not the first time the Harmony of the Seas had to outmaneuver a major weather event. Since entering service in 2016, the colossal vessel has successfully navigated around several historic Atlantic storms. In September 2017, the ship was forced to radically alter its schedule to avoid the devastating Category 5 Hurricane Irma, shifting its route away from the Eastern Caribbean to stay safely out of the storm's destructive path. 2 years later, during Hurricane Dorian in September 2019, the Harmony of the Seas experienced a significant 4-day delay returning to port due to severe weather closures. However, instead of merely waiting out the storm, the ship was utilized to assist in disaster relief, delivering thousands of meals and essential supplies to the heavily impacted shores of Freeport in the Bahamas. More recently, in July 2024, the vessel also had to quickly adjust its course to dodge Hurricane Beryl, demonstrating that evading massive cyclones is a vital and well-practiced part of modern Caribbean cruising.